This is a married teacher accused of scream mask orgies. By that, I mean this woman had some of the people involved in her little orgy wear the scream mask, which is not uncommon in the Geragos household. But again, it's all consensual. Now, this woman is from Martinsville, Indiana, and she now has a total of, are you ready? 47 counts. Sexual misconduct with a minor, 47. That actually is the number of symphonies and concertos that Mozart had composed by the age of 17. It's the same number of major works that Shakespeare has created. 47. You can look it up. I did. Now, Geragos, how are you defending this woman? It's all just a big conspiracy. Everybody's pointing a finger at her. Allegedly, she was giving these kids drugs and having sex with them. This is pretty bad stuff, Geragos. What are you doing with this one?
I have a question.
Yes.
You get it. And by the way, is the theme of this episode 4, the number 4? Because we've got
Yes.
47, we've got David with a 4, we've got John as the outlier with the 0, but the 4 seems to be. How long has it been since you were a teenager? As a former teenage boy, I would like to tell you, and I've defended women who have been charged with having sex with underage boys. And I know this is not a popular opinion, but I will tell you, every time I've ever had one of those cases, the prosecutor ends up begging me to take something, anything, because the last thing they want to do is have one of those boys get on the stand and have to testify that they were forced to have sex with a teacher. I grew up down the street from David Lee Roth and Van Halen, who famously made popular the song Hot for Teacher. I have to just tell you, I don't get these cases where they charge the women and throw the book at them for having sex with the boys. Yeah,
Jonna, please educate the old guy. Can you educate him how damaging this is to teenagers?
Yes,
please.
It really
please
affects,
explain how something that I begged for when I was a teenager to occur actually does harm to teenage boys. Please explain that, Jonna.
I'll tell you why it might be mildly harmful to a teenage boy. Because if a teenage boy, if 47 teenage boys are having sex with a teacher, there's something really wrong with that teacher, especially when she gets off with the scream mask and the orgies. Oh, and by the way, fun fact, she's married and has teenagers of her own. So that's not really the kind of healthy relationship even a teenage boy should have. That woman is sick in the head. And as a matter of fact, her defense team is going to explore that further. They think she suffers from some sort of mental disease or defect.
Oh, you think?
And I concur.
Okay, so a couple of things. Number one, she had sex with a lot of these kids while her own kids were sleeping in neighboring rooms. That's weird. Number two,
that's weird. I'll give you that.
Oh, really? You're giving me that, Geragos.
I'll give you that.
Bitch, be crazy.
How conservative of you.
Yes,
wow.
I still will tell you, if it wasn't 47 and she wasn't getting, riding the train or whatever, I would be. I still don't understand it. And by the way, if it is
you interrupted me because there's more to what this woman did. This woman who should
once again DA advocate here.
Okay. Well,
cleaning up the streets from mills.
Okay. So this woman apparently sent nude pictures of herself, drugs also, and apparently she threatened to kill herself if any of these kids told on her. Additionally, one of the boys who she had sex with, a 15-year-old, said, this is no different than a 30-year-old man and a 15-year-old girl having sex. He said the molestation is there. He felt that he was molested. What? That's what? Go ahead. What?
You know what that is. That guy's already been to the civil lawyer. Give me a break. That guy, I guarantee you, I will bet you any amount of money that guy's already lawyered up and he's ready to sue, and he's going to sue the school district.
All right. Here's one thing that's really even more bizarre in this case. I love this. This woman, Fortinberry, reports that she regrets losing weight. She lost 150 pounds, apparently. She said that if she didn't lose that weight, she would not have run into the problems that she ran into.
Yeah, she got too hot. She got too hot.
Too
and then
too
she
hot
needed to
for
have sex with
teacher.
47 teenagers.
Yeah, too hot for teacher.
Yeah, I suffer with the too hotness all day long.
I know Jonna cannot relate to this because she didn't gain the weight. She was naturally hot. But when you get too hot, 47 boys, by the way,
I disagree. And for the record, I disagree and I object to you making light of this. And I will ask you to take it seriously. At the very end, let me ask you both, her chances of arguing that mental illness or defect caused her to do this, about, I think, the same as my chance of finally getting into the NBA at 57, and my jump shot sucks. What do you think, Jonna? Her chance of prevailing, arguing mental illness or defect?
Well, we don't know yet. We don't know what she's got going on upstairs, but it ain't normal, Mark. It ain't normal.
It ain't going to work. Geragos.
Have to do it. They have to.
Come on, Geragos.
Look,
any chance? Come on.
It clearly isn't normal, but the fact we're talking about it and the fact that there is any kind of not taking this all that seriously tells you it's not the same as if the sexes were reversed. It just isn't. I know that that's unpopular, but that's reality.
And by the way, when you make comments, viewers, make sure you specify which Mark you're talking about, okay? Just to make sure you put Mark G or Geragos when you're criticizing. I'm just saying I have thin-skinned on some comments. Make sure you specify.